Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Pinnacle of English. In today's video, we are going to learn a poem of class 9th CBSE. This poem is related to this picture. Now as we know, we can see the picture. This picture is about the rain which falls on the roof. We know that after the summer season the rain falls, and when it is the first season of the rain falls on the earth, everybody enjoys a lot. In this image we can see when the rain falls, even the farmers also become happy because they are eagerly waiting for this season. When it is the first rain of the season, people enjoy a lot. When the farmers, they start working in their fields, they become happy. But here, this image is showing something new, something which remembers the past experiences of the person. So here we are learning a poem. The poem is Rain on the Roof, which is written by Ncrd, and it is in the class 9th syllabus CBSE. Now let's understand about the poet. Ncrd is the poet who was born in 1826 and died in 1904. He is trying to relate the rain to his past memories, both sweet and bitter. By listening to the patter of the rain, the poet lies on his bed, holds his pillow tightly, and then gets lost in the thoughts of his caring and loving mother. As we all know, we all love our mothers. Mother works 365 days every day without taking any rest, whatsoever may be the reason. Our mother works for us a lot in all the ways. Now in this poem, the poet is talking about the rain and his past memories, his past experience which are really connected with the rain. The sound of the raindrops falling on the roof of his house brings back sweet memories of the past. Now let's see the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem is about the poet's sweet memory of his childhood. At night, when the dark clouds cover the sky and it rains gently, then the poet lies in his cozy bed and listens to the sound of the raindrops falling overhead on the roof of his cottage. The poet remembers the loving look of his mother, who used to shower love and affection on her children. We also love our mother. Mother also shower love on us. Let's see, go ahead. Let's understand stanza number 1. When the humid shadows hover over the starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. In this stanza, the poet is talking about the rain. When the humid showers hover over the starry spheres, when the humid showers means here rainfall, the moisture, and which falls on the earth over all the starry spheres and melancholy darkness, and the rain falls especially in the darkness. The night is always full of dark and it is full of melancholy. Here melancholy means full of happiness. Gently weeps in rainy tears. Here the poet is saying about the rain which weeps. Weeps means here the poet is saying that the rain falls like tears, like human beings when they remember somebody who has already lost, and still the person is in his memory, and that is his mother. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage. And during this rainy season, when the rain falls on the roof of the poet's room, he is pressing the pillow, laying on his bed in his room, and listen to the patter sound of the rain on the roof, which is solid. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. So here in this stanza, the poet is talking about every tinkle, every raindrop which falls on the wooden tiles of the roof, that becomes an echo in the heart of the poet. And 1,000 dreamy fancies, many dreams which comes into his mind, into busy being heart, busy being start. Even these dreams, these fancies are not only of the present but also his past memories too. And 1,000 recollections. He had also so many experiences, so many memories, right, which he remembers with the help of these raindrops which falls on the wooden tiles of his roof. And these recollections weave their air threads into the roof. And all these collections present in the past of his dreams, that becomes air threads into this sound. And as the poet listens to the tapping sound of the rain upon the roof, so he remembers all his dreams, of the present dreams and even the past memories, which he remembers his mother, which he has lost. She is no more now, right? So the poet adds with the help of this stanza, that he is also remembering his mother and his present dreams. These are all the thousands of collections, and he is recollecting the past memories through the help of this poem. Now let's see third stanza. Third stanza is, now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Yes, in this stanza, the poet is talking about his mother, and with the tapping sound of the rain, he is remembering his missing his mother, and that comes the memory of his mother, which he remembers for a long period of time. As he used in years ago means as he used in years before to regard the darling dreamers, and her mother's memories. That memory has become the dream for the poet. As she left him till the dawn, right? And she left him, and she was using the word darling for the poet himself. And she was letting him sleep till the daybreak. And the poet himself feel her fond look on him. When the poet himself was feeling about the raindrops fall on the ceilings, on the wooden tiles of the roof, he was feeling that his mother is looking at him while he is taking rest in his chamber, in his room. As I list, here list means listen. As the poet himself is listening to this tapping sound of the rain, which is played upon the wooden tiles of the roof by the patter of the rain. Now let's understand the summary in short. The poem Rain on the Roof talks about the poet's varied reactions to the sound of raindrops falling on the roof of his house. He says that the raindrops at night are like tears shed by the sad dark night. He loves to lie in bed and hear rain falling in the roof of his room because it gets back sweet memories of the past. He further says that the sound of raindrops helps him fall asleep and gives him sweet dreams. He has memories of his loving mother who would put them to sleep. We can really understand that our mother also works hard 365 days. And she never ever takes rest when we are in front of us. When she is in front of us, she thinks all the time about her children that we are. We never ever think about our mother as she works 365 days without taking any rest. Don't we think that we have to work for our mother? Yes, obviously, right? When the people are alive on the earth, we don't care. But when the person, whosoever is, from our family or from remote family, but when he or she leaves the earth, we remember him or her for a long time. And that becomes the memory in everybody's heart. Now let's understand NCRT questions answers which are really important for final examinations. What do the following phrases mean to you? Discuss in our class. Let's discuss here. Humid shadows. Humid shadows refers to the dark clouds which are full of water. Next phrase is starry spheres. Starry spheres refers to the sky at night time which is full of stars. And below the stars, what happens when the moisture clouds which are hovering below the sky, under the sky, and when they strike each other, one another, the rain drops when the rain falls on the earth. What a bliss! Bliss means here a blessing. Next point. 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being heart means 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being heart start means that people start having varied sweet dreams. As we know, we are having so many dreams and these dreams are endless. Next is that 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof, which means 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof means that when people are asleep, the memories of the past come into their mind in the form of dreams. Whatever we think in a day, that becomes a dream of us. And the next day we try to fulfill our dreams. And that becomes our motto, that becomes our achievement, that becomes our goal in our life. What does the poet like to do when it rains? When it rains, the poet likes to lay in bed and hear the rain falling on the roof of his room. So here the poet feels the rain falls on the wooden ceiling, or I can say wooden tiles of his room, and he feels the tapping sound of the rain when he was in his room laying on his bed while pressing the pillow, and he feels happy. Next question. What is the single major memory that comes into the poet? Who are darling dreamers he refers to? The poet has memories of his beloved mother. When he was a child, he would put him and his siblings to bed and allowed him to sleep till late. They had sweet dreams in their sleep. Darling dreamers refers to the poet in his siblings when they were children and had sweet memories. They were loved by their mother and so were her darlings. Think that every mother loves his or her, every mother loves her mother children, and you can understand that everybody, all the children love their mother too much, and mother cares us a lot, and that's why we remember our mother for a long time. When she alive, she works hard for us. When she is no more, that becomes a memory for us. Number 4. Is the poet now a child? Is his mother still alive? No. Now the poet is not a child. He becomes an adult person. He is an adult. His mother is not alive anymore. Does everybody have a cozy bed to lie in when it rains? Look around you and describe how different kinds of people or animals spend time, seek shelter, etc. during the rainy season. No, everybody is not fortunate enough to have a cozy bed to lie in when it rains. So there are so many people. Those people who are rich, they lie in a cozy bed. But those who are poor, they find shelter every day where to sleep. Not everybody gets to enjoy the comfort of cozy homes during rain. I have seen animals seeking shelter under trees and under tin roofs of the small roadside tea stalls. The people passing by shoo away these animals and try to shrink themselves under the limited space of these shops. The poor animals are left shivering and drenching on the roads. The shopkeepers of such stalls are delighted as the people waiting for the rain to subside often end up buying tea and snacks. So here we are ending our poem. We have understood the poet's detail, the theme of the poem, the summary of the poem, the complete explanation of the poem, and even Ncrd question answers. Now let's discuss about the poetic device of this poem. Here in this stanza, the poetic device which is used, we can find very easily, that is called alliteration. The repetition of a constant sound in two or more consecutive words. For example, humid hover. H sound is repeated in this line. In the second line, starry spheres. S is repeated in this line. Then press pillow. Here the word is there in the fifth or sixth line. Press pillow, that is also repeated. P sound is repeated in this line. Lie listening. L sound is repeated in this line. So these lines are called repetition. When the sounds, two constant consecutive words which are repeated in the line, right? That is called alliteration. Next figure of speech is called onomatopoeia. The use of sounds to create a dramatic effect and auditory imagery. For example, patter is the use of sound word. It is the sound made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. Next poetic device is personification. Here, treating a living thing as a living being. Darkness has been personified when he says that it is sad. Here in the second stanza, the poetic device which is used again as alliteration, the repetition of a consonant sound in two or more consecutive words. Busy being in the fourth line, two consecutive words are used. Next is onomatopoeia, the sound words to create dramatic effect and auditory imagery. Tinkle, patter, these words are used. Then transport epithet, the use of adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. Dreamy fancies, you can see third line, dreamy fancies, that adjective which is used with another noun, right, that becomes a noun also. Dreamy fancies, it does not mean that fancies are dreamy, but refers to the people who have dreams. Next, in the third stanza, again in the third stanza we can find alliteration, the repetition of a consonant sound in two or more consecutive words. For example, memory, my mother. M is repeated in this line. Then after dancing, darling dreamers, that is also there. Then we can find onomatopoeia, the use of sound words to create a dramatic effect, that is called patter. So these are the poetic devices which are used in this poem. The poet has used his experience, his ideas, his memories, and then he has written this poem. So dear children, I hope you have understood this poem. You have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe it. Don't forget to click on like button. Don't forget even to give a number of comments and click on the bell button for more videos.